I went on a date the other day and we were talking and then we brought up like Valentine's Day somehow and like he asked me, he was like, hey, like I know it's a little soon, but like would you want to go out for Valentine's Day? And like I was 4 espresso martinis in and I was like, yeah, I'd love to. And then the next morning I woke up and I was like, you know, I actually like would not love to because I've never had a Valentine's Day alone. I haven't been single in so long. So like I just want to spend Valentine's Day alone. So I'm sitting here brainstorming all of like, because we never set like an actual like plan, like we just said we were going to spend Valentine's Day together. So I'm sitting here brainstorming all of my excuses on how to get out of this date. Mother hasn't even texted me, hasn't even asked me. We're not going on a date for Valentine's Day, and now I'm offended that he didn't ask me. I didn't want to go, but how dare you not ask me? Now I don't have to think of an excuse, but now I'm just like my of what the like I don't want to go with you.
I recently was going on dates with a man, and nice guy, good guy, treated me well. But once I realized that he was not my husband, because I'm only looking for husband energy at the moment, I ended things with him and I sent him a text because like it wasn't that serious, you know, I didn't feel like I needed to like, do it in person. Anyways, I sent him a text, told him that I didn't see it going any further, and he agreed. He said that he didn't think that he could make me happy. And while I appreciate that, it was a very kind response, he didn't even try. He didn't even try and say that he like wanted to change, that he wanted to like whatever. Like, I can be manipulated. I will listen to you.
Women will always respond to guys who are indifferent. Now, whether she likes you, whether she hates you, whether she is your ex, whether she is your wife, if you are indifferent in the correct situation, then she is actually going to feel more attraction towards you because of your indifference. And in this video, we are going to talk about 4 things that men do that come off as indifferent and they make women more attracted to them. This is a video you are going to enjoy, so stick to the end. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Let's get into the video. Number 1 is being cool, calm and collected when the relationship ends. Now, I have been in situations where I was the one who was ending the relationship. And when you end the relationship, you are coming off as the guy who is indifferent to her. And most of the time, women overreact when you end the relationship because they feel like they are the ones who need to end the relationship. And also, when she is the one who ends the relationship and you don't beg her, like, you know, the typical reaction when a relationship ends is there's a lot of crying and a lot of heartache from the one who is being dumped. So when she's dumping you, the crying part is usually a very validating sign. When that is how you know that I was loved. Even though it's ending, I was loved. And so, when you are not the crier, you are like, okay, cool. It seems like we were not a good fit and it's okay. We move on with our lives. Then, this fucks up with her mind because now, where is the love? Where is the love? Where is the love? And so, when you are indifferent, when she is expecting you to bend over backwards, cry, and beg her to take you back, then she's going to feel like, did I make a mistake? When you are ending a relationship and she's cool, calm, and collected, you have second thoughts like, whoa, did I make a mistake? So anyway, my point being is that you need to be cool when things end because they will end. Not once, not twice. Things will end and it's normal, everything has an ending. If you're looking to meet more women, have better date experiences with these women, and occasionally have sex with a few of these women, I have a free mentorship program teaching my own dating strategy. The link will be in the description. Check that out and let's get back to the video. Number 2 is not being reactive to her emotions. Now, you will get into relationships. As you're watching these videos, you will get better with women. And guys, she will test you. And women love men who have strength. And how do they test men for strength? By being emotional. So she might start being a bitch. and she might start having an attitude towards you. And so what is the best way? Wait, before we even get to the best way, I have friends who are married, and I see them doing the same mistakes over and over again. The wife or the girlfriend is emotional, gets angry. What they do is they even get angry, and it becomes this escalation where they are fighting to see who becomes the most emotional. And the best way to handle this situation is relax. Just let her vent out the emotions, and when she calms down, she will actually thank you. She will apologize for being emotional. That's 100%. I'm telling you, I've seen this, I've experienced this personally. And you just have to be cool, calm, and collected, and don't let her emotions get to your emotions. You're just like, I know you are going through this, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to be the rock for you. I am going to let that emotion get out, and when it gets out, she feels better and the relationship moves on. Number 3 is being comfortable with awkward silence. This will happen a lot, especially when you go on dates. You will find yourself, you have nothing to talk about, and it's normal. Even with your friends, you'll find that sometimes you have nothing to talk about. So this is when you realize whether you are a people pleaser or not. If you are uncomfortable with the awkward silence, you are a people pleaser. That was my litmus test. I knew that I am always finding things to fill in that awkward moment. And so what I started to do was, in fact, I started creating more awkward silence. So when I see an opportunity, say for example, we are in a date and it reaches to that point where I'm like, I don't have anything to say. I just don't say anything. And it has translated into everything that I do. Like, I don't try to force things. So say for example, I am texting a woman, and what she texts me, I don't have any reply. I just don't reply. Like, yeah, I don't reply. And now this forces the woman to feel that pressure of the awkward silence, because someone must cave in. Someone must cave in. And so most of the time, it's if you are strong mentally, then obviously you're not going to be faced by awkward silences. That is when attraction is created. And think about it. Girls always complain that, oh, this guy did not reply to my text. When she's complaining, she's thinking about this guy. This is when the attraction is being created. In that moment when you are on a date and she is thinking, whoa, this guy is not saying anything, and now I have to say anything. Now she's getting forced to be invested in the relationship. And this is very attractive. And so that indifference, where you're like, I don't care, I'm just going to let things flow naturally, then this actually makes her more attracted to you. Lastly is being honest with your boundaries. Now, this is very important. When you are enforcing your boundaries, you cannot be emotional 100%. This is what I see guys do. Say for example, and I'm just quoting an example from a friend. This is a scenario that happened. So this guy enforces boundary with the wife, and then later, now the wife gets emotional, gets angry, and she's giving him the silent treatment. This guy caves in and goes and apologizes for setting boundaries. So when you set boundaries, you need to accept the consequences of you setting boundaries. Some people will not appreciate the fact that you have boundaries, and so they will get mad. Some people will leave, and it's okay. You need to be okay, because you are setting standards. And the more you raise your standards, people are going to raise their standards to meet you. So don't lower your standards, because when you lower your standards, you fall into the scarcity mindset. And when you get into scarcity mindset, this is when now you are needy. You become the guy who cries after the breakup. You become the guy who begs the woman after she leaves. guys, being indifferent in these situations will make her be more interested in you. Whether she loves you or she hates you, indifference works all the time. And so the next time you are faced with these situations, now you know what to do. And if you got value from today's video, subscribe, join our community on Discord, the Inspired Alphas. I will see you there, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.